Have you ever found yourself standing in the kitchen staring into the fridge, wondering what foods actually help you feel better? Not just full, but truly healthier, more energized, maybe even younger. If you're over 60, you've probably noticed your body reacting differently to what you eat. Maybe you don't recover as quickly from a heavy meal, or your energy dips in the afternoon. And the truth is, what we put on our plate after 60 matters more than ever. Our bodies have different needs now. And the good news is there are foods out there, real, delicious foods, that can actually help us age better, live longer, and feel stronger. In this video, we're diving into 5 powerful foods that can literally add years to your life if you eat them regularly. Not pills, not powders, just real, wholesome ingredients that can easily fit into your weekly routine. And these aren't obscure or hard to find either. They're foods you've probably heard of, but maybe never realized how impactful they truly are. So let's get right into it. The first one might surprise you, and it's something your grandmother probably always had in her pantry. Beans. Yes, beans. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas. These little guys are absolute powerhouses. They're packed with plant-based protein and fiber, which help regulate blood sugar and keep your digestive system running smoothly. But here's the kicker. Communities around the world known for living past 90, places like Okinawa, Japan, and Nicoya, Costa Rica, eat beans nearly every single day. They're not just a side dish. They're a way of life. And if you're worried about preparation, don't be. Canned beans are just fine. Just rinse them to reduce the sodium. Try swapping them in for meat a couple of times a week. A hearty lentil soup or a chickpea salad could be the easiest way to start. Now let's talk about something a bit sweeter, but still just as powerful. Berries. Whether it's blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries, these are some of the best brain foods out there. Why? Because they're rich in antioxidants, especially one called anthocyanin, which helps reduce inflammation and protects your brain from aging. In fact, studies have shown that people who eat berries regularly have better memory and slower cognitive decline. Just half a cup a few times a week can make a difference. Toss them into your oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or just enjoy a handful as a snack. All right, now that we've looked at how beans support the body and berries protect the brain, let's move on to something that's probably already in your kitchen, but maybe not getting the attention it deserves. Olive oil. Yep, that golden liquid you might drizzle over your salad or cook your veggies in is actually one of the healthiest fats you can have, especially after 60. What makes it so special? It's loaded with heart-friendly monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and protect your arteries. That means better circulation, lower cholesterol, and a reduced risk of heart disease, which, as you probably know, becomes a bigger concern as we get older. Here's something really interesting. People who live in Mediterranean regions like Greece and Italy use olive oil daily, and they consistently have some of the longest life expectancies in the world. We're not talking about drowning your food in oil here. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day, used in cooking or as a simple salad dressing, can work wonders. Just make sure it's extra virgin olive oil, as that's the least processed and most nutrient-rich form. If you're not already using it, this one's an easy, tasty upgrade. Now let's talk about a food that most of us grew up eating, but some people avoid now without realizing how much it can actually help us, especially when it comes to bones and muscles. I'm talking about leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and even simple romaine lettuce. These greens are rich in calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, and fiber, all nutrients that support strong bones, healthy digestion, and even help maintain healthy blood pressure. One of the silent health concerns as we age is the gradual loss of bone density and muscle strength. Leafy greens provide the nutrients your body needs to keep those bones sturdy and muscles functioning well. Try tossing a handful of spinach into your eggs in the morning, blending kale into your smoothies, or sautéing some greens with garlic and olive oil as a side dish. You don't have to eat a mountain of them. Just adding greens to your meals a few times a week can go a long way. Your joints, your heart, and even your brain will thank you. And here's a fun little tip. If you ever feel a little sluggish or stiff during the day, try eating a small salad with dark greens for lunch instead of something heavy. You'll feel lighter, more energized, and way more focused. So far, we've talked about beans, berries, olive oil, and leafy greens, each of these bringing something unique and powerful to your plate. But there's one more food that ties it all together. It's simple, soothing, and your gut absolutely loves it. Yogurt. But not just any yogurt. We're talking about plain, unsweetened, probiotic-rich yogurt. This is one of the most powerful foods for gut health, and your gut plays a much bigger role in your overall well-being than most people realize. After 60, our digestive systems start to slow down a bit, and many of us become more sensitive to foods we used to digest just fine. That's where yogurt can really help. Probiotic-rich yogurt supports the balance of healthy bacteria in your gut. And a healthy gut isn't just about regular digestion. It also affects your immune system, your mood, and even how well your brain functions. When your gut is happy, the rest of your body tends to follow. That's why people who regularly include fermented foods like yogurt in their diets often feel more energized, sleep better, and experience fewer issues with inflammation. Now, when you're choosing a yogurt, go for plain Greek or natural yogurt with no added sugar. If it tastes too tart on its own, you can sweeten it naturally with a drizzle of honey, or better yet, a handful of the berries we talked about earlier. You've now got a perfect combo: brain-boosting antioxidants plus gut-friendly probiotics in one simple snack. And if you're not a big fan of dairy, no worries. There are also plant-based yogurts made from almond, coconut, or oat milk that still contain live probiotics. The important thing is finding a version you enjoy and making it part of your weekly routine. Now let's take a step back for a moment. We've talked about 5 everyday foods: beans, berries, olive oil, leafy greens, and yogurt. None of these are trendy superfoods or expensive powders. They're natural, accessible, and most importantly, they work together to support your body as you age. Each one plays its own role, fueling your heart, brain, bones, and gut in a way that keeps you feeling stronger, sharper, and more balanced. You don't have to change everything overnight. You don't even need to eat all 5 every single day. But if you can start weaving these into your meals regularly, even just 2 or 3 times a week, you'll start to notice a shift. Maybe your digestion feels smoother. Maybe you have a little more energy in the afternoon. Maybe you start sleeping better or thinking more clearly. These are all signs that your body is responding in a positive way. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Small, smart choices made often are what create real, lasting health. You're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. And that's what really matters. If any of these foods are already part of your routine, let us know in the comments. Or if you're planning to try one for the first time this week, we'd love to hear how it goes. Share your story. You never know who it might inspire. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical, uplifting advice to help you thrive after 60. You deserve to feel your best at every age, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Here's to your health, your happiness, and your journey forward. Keep choosing life, one delicious bite at a time. Before we finish up, I want to take a moment to acknowledge something important. If you're watching this and thinking, "I wish I had known this earlier," or "I've made so many unhealthy choices over the years," please don't be hard on yourself. The beautiful thing about your body is that it can start healing and responding to positive changes at any age. Whether you're 60, 70, or 85, there's always room to feel better, live better, and even add more time to your life by simply giving your body what it needs. And you don't have to make huge changes all at once. In fact, it's better if you don't. Start small. Pick one of the 5 foods we talked about and find a way to work it into your week. Maybe it's adding beans to your soup, or tossing berries into your yogurt. Maybe it's switching out your regular cooking oil for extra virgin olive oil, or trying a small green salad at lunch a few times a week. Each of these little steps adds up, and before you know it, you're not just eating better, you're feeling better. And isn't that what we all want at this stage in life? More energy to do the things we love, a sharper mind to stay connected with the world, a strong, steady body that helps us stay independent, and the peace of knowing we're doing what we can to be here longer, not just for ourselves, but for the people who love us. If there's one takeaway I hope sticks with you from this video, it's this. You have more power over your health than you might realize. You don't need to chase trendy diets or expensive supplements. Nature already gave us what we need. These 5 simple foods, when eaten consistently, can truly make a difference. Not just in how long you live, but in how well you live. And I want to thank you for being here, for taking the time to invest in yourself. You're showing that you care about your health, your future, and the quality of your life. That's something to be proud of. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. It helps more people find this kind of information. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more practical, uplifting tips designed just for you. And please share in the comments. What's one of these foods you're already eating or one you're excited to try? Your comment might just inspire someone else to take that first step. Remember, it's never too late to make better choices. And small changes can lead to big results, especially when made with love, intention, and a little bit of wisdom. Here's to more good years ahead, full of flavor, health, and joy. You've earned them. Keep going, keep growing, and as always, here's to living your best life at any age.